So let me ask you guys, Atlantis, and I'm not talking about the hotel in the Bahamas, but the lost continent. Do you believe that it once existed? Gleaming cast metal called orichalcum, which was said by ancient Greeks to be found in Atlantis, has been recovered from a ship that sunk 2,600 years ago off the coast of Sicily. The lumps of metal were arriving to Gela in southern Sicily, possibly coming from Greece or Asia Minor. The ship that was carrying them was likely caught in a storm and sunk just when it was about to enter the port. Sebastiano Tusa, Sicily's superintendent of the sea office, told the Discovery News that the wreck dates to the first half of the 6th century. It was found about 1,000 feet from Gela's coast at a depth of 10 feet. Officials were able to recover 39 ingots from the sea floor. Tusa noted that nothing similar has ever been found, and that we only knew orichalcum from ancient texts and a few ornamental objects. Indeed, orichalcum has long been considered a mysterious metal, its composition and origin widely debated. According to the ancient Greeks, it was invented by Cosmos, a Greek mythological character. In the 4th century BC, Greek philosopher Plato made orichalcum a legendary metal when he mentioned it in the Critias dialogue. Plato wrote that the 3 outer walls of the temple to Poseidon and Plato on Atlantis were clad respectively with brass, tin, and the 3rd outer wall, which encompassed the whole citadel, flashed with red light of orichalcum. The interior walls, pillars, and floors of the temple were completely covered in orichalcum, and the roof was variegated with gold, silver, and orichalcum. In the center of the temple stood a pillar of orichalcum on which the laws of Poseidon and records of the first son princes of Poseidon were inscribed. Today, most scholars agree orichalcum is a brass-like alloy which was made in antiquity by cementation. This process was achieved with the reaction of zinc ore, charcoal, and copper metal in a crucible. When analyzed with X-ray fluorescence, the 39 ingots were found to be made with 75 to 80% copper, 15 to 20% zinc, and small percentages of nickel, lead, and iron. According to Enrico Matevich, a retired professor of physics who taught at the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, the ingots are not properly made from orichalcum. He said that it appears they are lumps of latone metal, an alloy of copper, zinc, and lead. While other scholars equate the mysterious metal to amber and to other copper-based alloys, Matevich believes orichalcum has its roots in the Peruvian Indies. Now back to my original question before this video. Do you believe that Atlantis once existed? For me, I do believe that it was real. The concept that a civilization on a subcontinent could one day just vanish, you know what? I buy that. I believe the possibility does exist where, let's say, the ocean suddenly swallows a massive piece of land, and the legend has it that Atlantis was a very technologically advanced society. So some people are like, well, how did they disappear if they're so advanced? Well, when you have advanced society versus nature wins every time. I mean, have you seen 2012? Yeah, I get it's just a movie, but that was pretty much an accurate portrayal of what we would do if a massive flood was about to cover us. Basically, the only thing we can do, just leave everything behind, get in some bowls, and pray we're gonna be okay. But anyway, Atlantis is a really interesting topic to me, and we'll definitely do a video about that later on. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you later.